Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you enjoy this video. My name is Robert Fontaine Holman. I am a graduate student at Lindenwood University Master's of Fine Arts program in creative writing. I'll actually be graduating this quarter. I have about 5 class periods left and then I'll be finished. I'm gonna miss Lindenwood, but I will be back and I will be involved, definitely. So I got offered a teaching position at Columbia Public Schools for Oakland Middle School, 7th grade English language arts. About a month ago is when I got the offer, so I've been working through my paperwork with Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. It's been a really accommodating experience. I've had the help of Gillian and other faculty and staff at Lindenwood to help along with this process. Um, I've had prior teaching experience. I taught in a women's prison as an English language arts teacher for students that were aiming toward the English part of their high school diploma, GED, or HSE high school equivalency test. So that was a rewarding job. From there on, 2016 to present, every summer I participate in the Ag Discovery Program, which is for the United States Department of Agriculture, where selected colleges, currently the one that I work for, participate in teaching students about agriculture and how it's just not about farming. So we really participate in creative engagement, employ different types of teaching methods, and it's just been really rewarding. You know, meet students from all over the United States. Um, you know, I was a 4th grade paraprofessional. I ended up becoming a teacher's assistant as well during that time for East Elementary. It's actually right down the street from my house. So that's rewarding. You know, every time you see the students, you know, you see the parents, you always get a high five. It's good to see them grow up too. You know, some of my students still come over here and play basketball in the backyard, and they're as big as me. The MFA program has definitely prepared me for just to be really what I feel the best English teacher that I can be. Not only did it provide me with instruction of how to teach, because I'm very observant, so I watched and observed how my teachers taught and what was effective to me and what was effective to my classmates. And this is something that I could include in my repertoire. There's plenty of materials that they used. They really paid attention to how we learned and they tailored it to us. They kept us interested and they kept us engaged and they kept it creative. Of course, it's a creative writing program, so that falls right into there. It really taught me how life can come together on a page, how you can really actually cram a novel into under 1,000 words and build a world in that same setting. Now that's a true craft. And that's definitely built my confidence in being able to accomplish that, as well as being able to teach students to accomplish that. I found the position, going back to the position that I was offered for the 7th grade English language arts position, I found that by way of word of mouth. Really, I have fraternity brothers and I have friends that work for Columbia Public Schools and Jefferson City Public Schools. So it was an opportunity that it came up. I researched it. I saw the requirements. I fixed my resume up to the best interest that the qualifications needed by just quantifying my experience and really putting it, putting it in action. Um, like I said, there's plenty of job search engines, but definitely if you get in with somebody you know, somebody who's already there, that helps just as much. The application materials and the application process was different. I'm not normally used to applying to teaching jobs. So it pretty much carried on like a normal application until the end. There was actually an assessment and it involved cultural competency. So that's just something to be prepared for. I was not aware of that at first, but it's, don't be intimidated by it. It's becoming the new thing with these assessments at the end of applications. So, and you always want to have supporting documents when you're applying to a teaching job, whether it be the types of lesson plans that you had or classroom management and whatnot. So I particularly used the Madison Hunter lesson plan, which I've sent to Gillian, which basically gives you the kind of a fill in the blank method where you can put in your lesson plan, state the outcomes, questions the students might ask, and possible answers for those questions, and how you're going to instruct that. So that helped me tremendously in getting considered for the job and landing an interview. And moving along with the interview, they asked normal interview questions, but it was more so a qualitative interview to where they just wanted to see how I would hold on conversation, how I would handle particular scenarios and situations, and dealing with students that come from different backgrounds and that learn different. So one of the things I definitely said I would do is the students who are quick learners, who show leadership skills, pair those with the students who have more trouble grasping. And that way you build that cohesiveness in your class. And I tell my students, my teaching philosophy is that we're going to lead together. I'm in a leadership position, and leadership is not singular. We're all going to lead together. So no one's left behind. It's not a hierarchy. I'm not your boss. I'm here to push you further and build that trust. Students will learn so much better, and you'll get so much better out of them if you build that trust, learn their backgrounds, learn how they learn, and do your best to incorporate that and be sensitive to that in your teaching. And that's the same with my classroom approach, is that, if we have students that don't grasp as quickly, try to build a personal relationship with them, get them more involved, ask them questions as far as, classroom management. Sit down and talk to them and see what's going on. They may have something else going on. And that way you build that trust. So the student you might have that is giving you the most trouble, or, having more trouble grasping things, they might end up being your star student once they know that they're invested in and that they're being held to a standard. So I'll just leave you with that. I hope you enjoy. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And good luck on your endeavors.